And the Buffaloes will put total leather to crank us up. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Kansas offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Snowed under by the defense. Now on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Smashes through the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Sends it back in motion. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll park it at the 18. And the Jayhawks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Now improvising. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffaloes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you up.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. That's caught. It's Miller. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? And I don't think he got there. They stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Hansen. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Lewis to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Second and goal for the offense. Trying to power it in. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is...
Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. And they're able to make the tackle.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. You thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Takes the handoff. It's Hunt. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five...
Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just... Tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds.
There he goes. Ripping through the defense. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The inside handoff. Got enough for the first down. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pulls and throws off the RPO. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lewis to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. signs of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. Finding open areas. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Got room to work. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. And the Jayhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, sliding because he's been banged up a little bit, lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Makes the grab. It's Miller. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying play action. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Trying to pound it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I think you've seen 2 plays back-to-back now with poor pass protection in the front. Guys have to do a better job. You've got a golden chance here to put a touchdown on the board. 2 consecutive plays. They can't protect the QB.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. One more snap coming before halftime. The give to the back. And some room to work. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Jayhawks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Might be looking to run. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. And the Jayhawks in the hurry up. On the run, it's Hunt. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They'll try the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Lewis to throw. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations. Just accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this one.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. It's Welch. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got a turning it on! Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Defense is... firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Looking for an open area to his left. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things go on.
And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Lewis wants to pass. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Running back searching for a hole. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the give off the left side. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Kansas! And the pummeling has started. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lewis to throw. Here's the pressure. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's going to take off.
You see offenses doing this a lot now. When you got a scrambling quarterback, get him outside the pocket. Run a bootleg to the left where he has the option. What can he do? Pick him up, put him down, and go get some yardage, or he can throw it down the field to try to make an even bigger play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Welch. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Lewis wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Bellamy. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Guard in the backfield. It's Welch. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Welch. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch and look.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Runs through the tackle. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The Buffaloes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win.
And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Lewis to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colorado.
They decided to go for it on fourth down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on fourth down, it's a touchdown.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us.
There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Jayhawks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Now, fourth down.
Looking for a push on fourth down. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They'll run it on first and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Kansas.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Archer Jayhawk! And the stomping has commenced. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA